Radio 950.
And our team coverage continues here in studio. Live and local, our guest tonight, Dave Dulio, director of the Center for Civic Engagement at Oakland University. Things starting to wrap up now, Dave. Closing statements from the 10 candidates at the Fox Theater. Let's talk about what's next. The next debate is September, correct?
Mid to late September, I believe.
Yeah, I believe so, too. Between now and then, there's a long period of time.
Yeah.
More of a period of time, larger period of time, rather than, say, the last debate to this one here in Detroit. What can we expect? We kind of heard it from Tim there. It's almost like the attack ads come out, and there's pitting against, I guess, candidate to candidate, more so than what we're seeing leading up to Detroit.
Potentially. I think as we mentioned early in the evening, that the big thing now is the next debate in September, the threshold goes up for what is needed to be on that stage. And it really revolves around polling. You have to be above a certain polling number in 4 separate polls, and there'll be a significantly fewer number of candidates on that stage. So what's going to happen next is the top 4 are no question.
Shoo-in.
Right? Biden, Sanders, Warren, Harris, Mayor Pete, probably pretty safe to get in there. Everybody else is going to be scratching and clawing to try to get on that stage and doing whatever they can to get there, because that's what's going to keep their campaign going. If they can't get on the next debate stage, we might start to see some people start to drop out, because if they can't be on the debate stage, they won't be able to raise any money, and that's really what's going to keep their campaign moving. And that's when this race, I think, really starts to take shape. The top 4 are quite interesting. So you've got Biden at roughly, say, 32% in the polls, right? The next 3, Sanders, Warren, and Harris, 16, 14, and 11, respectively. Well, if you take those 3 progressive candidates, that's more support among Democratic primary voters than Biden.
Yes.
But they've all split it up, right? So what will really shape this race is who gets out and when, and then who their supporters gravitate to. So that is really what I think our listeners need to be on the lookout for. Is, does anybody drop out, and does that start to shift the polls? That won't happen probably until the end of the year among that top-tier group. But the folks in the lower tiers, their longevity in this race, some of them might be short-lived. So we'll have to see how exits reshape the race.
As we say in the radio business, stay tuned. Dave Dulio, hey, thanks for doing this with us.
My pleasure.
He's been here all night long, and always a friend of WWJ. Thanks for doing it with us, and we appreciate the time. As it is time now, traffic and weather on the 8s. It's 10